Hi everybody. So I posted a little snippet of this belt that I've been working on the other day, and it occurred to me that you might actually like to see the design process, a bit of a behind the scenes of what goes on at Tribal Temptress HQ. So I thought I'd get all my bits and pieces together and design it so that you can see my sort of thought process and how I put the design together. Um, this belt is going to be very eclectic, very vintagey, um, and it's not going to be like most of my belts, symmetrical on either side. It's going to be kind of like a metal collage. I love to use different toned metals together, as you've probably noticed if you've seen my work. Um, and so, yeah, I just thought I'd chat through that process with you. So, first of all, this is where we've got up to. If you can see that there, that lovely end piece there. These pieces were actually part of a vintage belt. They're the last two pieces I had, so I decided to use them as end pieces on this belt. And then we've got these gorgeous layered trims over a patterned sequined fabric. I love this fabric. I bought loads of it originally. I've still got loads left. But I really like this because of the mix of tones. So we've got a mix of gold and rose gold, silver and pale gold. And as I said, I want this belt to look really vintagey. I've got a lovely vintage centerpiece. This gorgeous heart shape here. I love the tone of this, and I love the diamante. You just can't beat vintage diamante. It has a totally different look. It's not bright and shiny and in your face like modern diamante. This is modern, but because it's small, it's quite muted. So I think it works well with the vintage piece here. So I've already picked out some pieces, and I tried out one or two bits, as you'll have seen from my earlier post. Lots of nice vintagey pieces. Some are broken. I often use broken pieces. I don't like to throw anything away, even if it's broken. All kinds of bits of metal in here. Nice little sparkly gold bit. And these, oh, I must show you these. These are these gorgeous tassels. They were actually part of a necklace. So there were several side by side all along this necklace, probably about 10 of them, and I've used some of them. And I've decided to use the last sort of 2 or 3 on this belt, but they're just gorgeous. I love the tone of them. So to start off with, I'm going to start at this side now. I think you should be able to see that okay. I've actually decided that I want to put these tassels on the ends of the belt. So they're going to go something like that. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to fix this yet, but I'll work that out as we go along. And in the original post, I'd used this gorgeous piece. I love the tone, love the dangles. So this is kind of like my starting point, and I want this to overlap. I want the metal to overlap and look as though it's all just collaged on there. Now I want to introduce some gold, and I've got a couple of pieces that are very gold compared to everything else. But that'll kind of get toned down by the other metal and stuff like beads that I'll sew on. So it will blend in a bit more with the belt than it looks at the moment. So I want to use those. And then I've lots of other little bits and pieces. As I say, I never throw anything away, even if it gets broken off other things, because you just never know. You never know when you might need them, and you know they might fit on something and just look fabulous. So these will probably go in amongst, and then stuff like Turkmen buttons. There'll be some coins on there. I don't know if you can see them. Am I in shot? I'm still getting the hang of this filming over the shoulder kind of thing. And then I've got some amulets as well. Nice sort of rustic looking stuff to fit in amongst all the sparkly stuff. So those pieces will definitely work, and it's just a matter of trying to sort of find a home on the belt for this kind of thing. This one I think I'm going to use at the other end, even though it's broken. Now this belt isn't it's not going to be symmetrical. If you're OCD, you may want to look away now, because what I want at the front of the belt is for it to be a run of gorgeous vintage pieces, but they're not going to match. So each side of the belt is not going to match the other side. It will look similar in overall shape, but I want it to have a very sort of almost thrown together feel, as though somebody has been collecting these pieces and has added them to the belt over time. So that's kind of my idea. So yeah, I think that will go at the other end. These two pieces will possibly go in the middle of the belt. I think I don't think I want the bright gold here. I think I want to maintain these sort of more neutral shades. So they should be ideal for the middle. And I do love these little vintage flower things. I don't know if you can see them. I think they would work quite well, actually, to sort of tone down this gold. So I think I'll reserve those 4 pieces for the centre. And then I've got some holy coins. Not holy as in spiritual, holy because they have a hole in the middle. And I quite like using these. I think that one's a Belgian coin, and this one is a South African coin. So I'm actually thinking, as on my original post, that I'll still kind of use these at this point in the belt. I think, yeah, you see, because I kind of want to build up layers. I like this little piece. It was broken off this, which is a long comb type thing. So I think I want that there, and I kind of want it to fit over that piece. I definitely want one of the amulets there. So I think that could go there. Again, these pieces, I want them to overlap. Now, I know it looks like I'm covering up a lot of the trim, but that's okay. I'm happy with that. Oh, and do you know what? That coin just slots in nicely there. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. That looks good. I don't want to come too far. I do want some of this layered trim to show. So I think we'll leave that as it is for now. I'm just going to slide the belt along so that we can have a look at the middle of the belt. Unfortunately, the camera's not wide enough to fit all of the belt in. So yeah, on the middle, so I want to use the gold. And I think what I might do is overlap that there, and I quite like that at a jaunty angle. I might actually change those dangles and make them a bit longer. So yeah, I think I like that jaunty angle there. And then this one's got some dangles on. Again, I might add some longer dangles. So I think, yeah, that works. That works there. And then I want to use these two pieces because they'll actually tone down the gold. I quite like to have a pop of colour, especially at the back of the belt. When you look at a belt on stage, when you look at somebody wearing a belt on stage, what I always like to see is pops of colour and texture. Because then it's not just a flat, shiny belt. Because the way stage lights work, they dull down very gold colours anyway. It kind of like bleaches out some of the gold. So I'm not too worried that these are a much yellower gold than everything else. Although picking up on the yellower tones in the vintage piece here, I think it's probably going to work absolutely fine. So I'm not worried about that at the moment. What I'm going for is texture and you know, all the lovely sparkly stuff, but a very vintage, eclectic look. So, and I'm thinking the smaller piece is going to work better here. Oh, yes, I like that. You see, that instantly works to tone down that gold, start and tone down that. And then this bigger piece, it's going to kind of even out that shape. So we're getting a sort of V shape here, which is what I want. I love these two little vintagey bits. I'm thinking, yeah, we'll probably have that one maybe there, and that one at that side. I'll just centre that and just see how far over that's coming. Oh yeah, that's almost exact on measurement. I'm liking that. This is looking good. I'm happy with that. What I'll probably do is add some studs in, maybe some glass beads. So this is just like the basic design. Once you've got your key components where you want them to be, then obviously you can get them fixed on and then start and think about embellishing the rest. So I'm not too worried about the side bits yet. We'll just concentrate on getting the main elements. So I'm liking how that's looking. I'm liking the different elements there. I'll obviously use sort of more gold beads on this side to sort of bulk out the gold on this side so it kind of matches there. And I don't know, we might have some coins lodged in there. Yeah, I'm not sure. I like that element how it is. What I might even put some fringing or something hanging down this way. I've not got that out, but that can work well later until I've got this particular bit fixed in place, and then I can decide what I'm going to do about that. So we'll just put them to one side. Okay, so that's the middle bit done, and I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the shape of that, and we'll see how that progresses later. So let's slide this over and concentrate on the other end of the belt. Now I want to use this piece here. It is broken, like I mentioned, but that's fine. That can be disguised. I'm going to have that as the main focal piece at this end. Again, at a bit of a jaunty angle, so it overlaps with the belt piece. Oh, like I said, I want this to have a real textured look. And then I think I'm going to put the amulet in place. And again, I'm going to overlap that. Oh, actually, I wanted to use these. You see, that's a bit too big to fit there. It's not going to look right with the other pieces at the other end of the belt. I think that's a bit too bright silver, so I'm going to leave that. That looks a bit too similar, so we'll discount that piece. But this piece is nice, and there's another bright silver at the other end, and I like the little dangles on that as well, so that'll work well. So we'll stick that there. Yeah, I'm liking that. And then I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put this at the other end, actually. So I'll add that to the other bit. And then this coin will fit nicely, sort of overlapping the two. I'm liking that. I'm liking that shape. And what I'll do when I come to fix this on and actually sew it, I'll measure the distance and make sure it's equal distance and that they've got this sort of same shape. For this middle bit, I think I'm probably going to use these two pieces actually. I might see if I've got another little gold piece like this, because I'm thinking that would probably work sort of about there. Maybe in between those. You can see the sort of fan shape. And there'll probably be some other studs and buttons and things on. But I'm thinking for now, maybe a little conglomeration of coins there. Something like that. Might move that on a bit. And I'm happy with that. I like the middle bit. I do like the middle bit. I think that's okay for for the start of the design. I think that's fine. I think it's going to work okay. So I'm happy with that. We'll leave it at that for now and see where we get to adding other bits and pieces. So that's pretty much the main elements of the design all worked out there. That's come together really quick. It's come together quickly because I kind of had this in mind anyway. I kind of knew what I wanted it to look like, and fortunately found all the right pieces, and they all seem to work together, which is good. Sometimes I get stuck on belts and it takes me forever, but yeah, I'm happy with that. So I hope you've enjoyed this process. I hope you've enjoyed watching how the belts come together. Next time you see this, hopefully it'll all be fixed on, or mainly fixed on. I might do a quick interim look so that you can see how it's looking. But yeah, thank you for watching, and if you like it, let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more of this stuff, just let me know. So, bye for now.